So guys, I have prepared a small note for the installations. If anybody wants this installation document, then he or she has to share the mail ID with me so that I can share this installation document. Okay. So guys, before going with the lab session, just I want to give some overview of ELK. So ELK generally used for log inspection and or analysis. Okay. So in ELK there is three component. First component is Elasticsearch, the second component is Logstash, and third is Kibana. So each component has some separate function. So Elasticsearch, it is a NoSQL database that indexes and store informations. And Logstash, it is a pipeline tool that collect and parses log. And Kibana, it provides GUI and used for visualization of the data and works on top of Elasticsearch. Okay, there is three component. Okay, then ELK stack receive log from client through Beats protocol and sent by using a Beats client. So how the the Logstash is getting log? Okay, so in the client machines we need to install the Beats client. So Beats clients will push the log to the ELK stack. Okay, so in the next sessions we'll learn that the client setup. Okay, we'll install the Beats client and we'll push the log to the server, ELK server. Okay, in today's session we'll learn how to set up a ELK server. Okay, so first is prerequisite. What is the prerequisite? So on the server, Java needs to be installed. Okay, Java 1.8. Okay, so let me check. Okay, this is my ELK server. So here we are going to install the ELK. Okay, so let me check Java hyphen version. Okay, so Java 1.8 has been installed. Okay, so there is no need to install in my machine. First, before installation, we need to install the Java if you do not have Java on your machine. Okay, there is the first prerequisite. Then now we'll go with the installation. Okay, so as ELK stack consists of three components, so we need to install three components: Elasticsearch, then Logstash, then Kibana. Okay, so first I will start with the installation with the Elasticsearch. Okay, so for the Elasticsearch installation, we need to set up a repository. Okay, we'll set up a Yum repository, then we'll install. Okay, so we'll create a file called elasticsoftware.repo. Okay, under /etc yum.repos.d. Okay, just I will open that file, insert, and I will copy the whole content. Okay, just copy and paste. Then what is the repository name? Elasticsearch software. Then this is the URL from where that Elasticsearch software will get downloaded. Okay, GPG 0 enabled 1. Now I will save and quit. Okay, so now repository got created. What will be the second step? So now install Elasticsearch. Okay, yum install Elasticsearch. Copy and paste. So now it will try to download from the from the repository. Then see, it found the package. Now I will give yes, then it will install the Elasticsearch package. So now installation got completed successfully. What is our third step? So we need to enable and start the service, Elasticsearch service. Okay, so simply systemctl daemon reload we need to give. Daemon got reloaded. Now we'll enable the service. We'll start and enable the service. Systemctl start Elasticsearch. Okay, now we'll enable the service so that at the when the system will get reboot, that time also the service will started automatically. Okay, now it is Elasticsearch service started and enabled. Okay, now we can see, so Elasticsearch listen on port number 9200. Okay, now if let's start -tulpn. Okay, let's see. Now it is listening on port number 9200 and 9300. Okay, because Elasticsearch listening on port number 9200. Okay, so now Elasticsearch installation got completed. Now we need to install on Logstash. Okay, so like Elasticsearch, we need to create a repository. Okay, /etc yum.repos.d. Then we'll paste full the content. We'll copy and paste the whole content. Paste it. Name Logstash repo. Then from this path, the Logstash package will get downloaded and it will install. Okay. Save and quit. So a repository got created for Logstash. Now we'll install. Yum install Logstash. So now we'll press yes, then it will start downloading package and it will install. Now installation started. So installation got completed. So now Logstash also installation completed. So now we will not start the service because there is there is some special configuration needed for the Logstash, because from the client the log will push to the Logstash. Okay, so Logstash is the entry point. Okay, from the Logstash the log will go to the Elasticsearch. Okay, so we need to there is some configuration at last we will do, then we will start the enable the Logstash service and we will start the Logstash. Okay, now directly we will go with the Kibana installation. Okay, same same as Logstash and Elasticsearch, we will create a repository for Kibana also. Simply Kibana. Here simply we will copy all the contents. We'll paste. I will make an arrangement. Okay, so now the Kibana package will get downloaded from the packages.elastic.co. From this website it will download and it will install. Okay, save. Now we'll install the Kibana. Yum install Kibana. So now it will download. Okay, downloaded. Downloading package. Once downloading done, then package will get installed. So Kibana also got installed. Okay, so now we'll start the Kibana service as well as we'll enable the Kibana. So systemctl start Kibana and we'll enable the Kibana service. Okay, now I enabled the Kibana. So now we'll check whether Kibana is listening or not. So Kibana generally listen on port number 5601. So net start -tulpn. Okay, okay, not yet listen. Okay, okay, yeah, yes, it is now listening 5601. Okay, so this is the Kibana service only. Okay, now we will access the Kibana dashboard. Okay, so simply so on the browser we need to http:// then IP address of our ELK server :5601. Yes, Kibana listen on port number 5601. Okay, so what we'll do, we'll type http:// then we need to type what is my server IP address. So this is my server IP address. Simply I will paste, it will be :5601. Okay, now you can see that Kibana, this is the Kibana dashboard. Okay, so now everything is fine. Okay, so now we'll go with the SSL certificate configuration. Okay, so why SSL certificate configuration? It is the for the communication between our ELK server and the client. Okay, so for that we need to generate a SSL certificate for Logstars. Okay, so after Logstars installation, we will now create SSL certificate for the secure communication between Logstars and FileBit. Means between our ELK stack as well as the client. Okay, ELK server and the client. Okay, so we are using, because we are not using any type of host name as per our we are accessing the Kibana dashboard through the IP. So we will set up using IP only. Okay, so what we will do, we'll we need to make an entry. Okay, in the openssl.conf file on the subject under v3 and underscore ca section. Okay, like this, subject alt name equal to IP colon IP address. In this way we need to make an entry. So I'll just copy this configuration file and I need to go to, so what is the section I have to go? v3 underscore ca. Okay, so I'll go to, suppose v3 underscore ca, that section I need to go. Guys, this is my v3 underscore ca section on the openssl.conf file. So here we will make an entry like this. Okay, subject alt name like this, we need to make an entry. So I will copy this thing to my notepad, then I will modify the IP address. So what is my IP address? So this is my server IP address. So I will paste it, copy, and under here this section I will press insert, I will paste. Okay, it's done. WQ save. Okay, now what things we need to do? Now change the directory and create SSL certificate with 365 days validity. So now we will browse to this directory cd/etc/ssl. Okay, now here we'll generate a certificate. Okay, so simply we'll use this command to generate a certificate. So I will copy and paste in my notepad. OpenSSL require -x501-365 batch nodes new key, this key out logstars forwarder.key, and out file is logstars forwarder.certificate. There is one certificate file, another one is key file. Okay, simply I will run this command, copy and paste. Now certificate got generated. So if you can see, there is two things got generated. One is logstars forwarder.key and forward.crt as per our defined. So it got created. Okay, now what will do? So certificate got created one. Okay, now certificate is ready. Okay, in the next session what we will do, we'll copy the same certificate to the clients. Okay, when we'll do the setup, the client setup, that time we'll copy the same certificate to the client. Okay, now another thing what we need to do from the server side, we need to configure the logstars. Okay, so we need to browse to under conf.d, we need to create a configuration file logstars.conf. Okay, then we need to paste all the contents. Like there will be three component, three section: input section, then filter section, then the output section. Okay, we can create a three different file, or else we can paste all the section in one file. So in my case, I am pasting all the things in one file only. So under conf.d we are creating logstars.conf. Insert. So we'll copy all the content. So I will copy to my notepad, so that it will easy for me to. So I just copy from this to this. Okay, now from here, okay, last two curly braces. So what is the function? So there is, you can see, input function, there is filter section, then output section also. Input section, filter section, output section for the logstar. So what will input section? So it will listen on logstar, logstars will listen on the port number 5044. Okay, then this is the certificate and key file location where we generated the key as well as the certificate, right? Then the filter section, it will it will filter the messages and it will send to the logstars. Then output section, that is the storage section, actually, how the Elasticsearch how the how the logstars will send log to the Elasticsearch. Okay, so I will copy the whole the content, then we'll paste. Okay, now save and quit. Okay, now we'll start the logstars service. So this is the special configuration we need to do for the logstars, because the first entry point of the server, because from the whatever the client will post the log, it will come to the logstars, then it will go to the Elasticsearch for indexing. Okay, now we'll start the logstars and we'll enable the logstars service. Okay, done. So now our server part configuration done. Okay, so on the next session, what we'll do, we'll configure our client, then we'll push the log to the ELK stack for analysis. Okay, so guys, please stay tuned for next videos. Thank you very much.